your life story is a really good technique for when you're first starting with a new counselor, or you're first starting doing counseling and you're not quite sure what to work on. And basically the technique is you start talking about the earliest memory you can remember. Anything about it, the earliest thing you can remember, and then you move forward chronologically, the next thing you can remember, and the next thing you can remember. Now, some people can't remember anything back earlier than 10 years old. Some people have blocked out a lot of memories. Most people can't remember back earlier than 2. Some people remember their births, at least physically, and even before birth. And those memories can be recovered through doing this kind of a scanning technique. Actually, you can uncover occluded memories by doing scanning. You start talking about your earliest memory, what was going on, who was in the room, how did you feel. Then you talk about your next one, who were you living with, what was going on, the feelings. And like I said, it's just like casting out and fishing. What's your memory going to bring forth in that moment? There's millions of memories. What is it that's emerging? And if you pay attention, you'll notice that themes emerge, and you'll be remembering certain kinds of things. And also, just the fact that you're working on the earliest things you can remember is an easy doorway into the roots of your patterns, right? Just because it's the earliest things that were going on. So it's very, very useful. And also, we don't get much chance to tell our life story to people. Have you really just sat down and told like your story? Now, sometimes it can take a long time to tell your story. Don't expect to tell your whole story in one session. Some people will spend a year just telling their life story when they start doing co-counseling. I've used this technique for my family. Like, I asked my dad to tell me his life story. Asked my mom. It's really great with older people, to have somebody interested and want to hear their story. And I found out all kinds of really interesting things about my history and his patterns and his experiences, listening to him tell his life story and giving him good attention around that. So it can be a really pleasant thing to do just in a conversation, or when you're having a close time with somebody. But it's very useful to do at the beginning of sessions. And if you don't know what to work on, you come into the session, you're feeling great, start telling your life story and see what emerges. And it's the same kind of thing where you can go over things lightly if you want. You can notice the things that have charge in them and come back to them, or you can stop what you're doing and just stay with something that has a lot of charge and work on that story and work on that memory.